Thank you for joining us for our second half hour. Now, we're tackling some very hot topics tonight. First up, there is a growing movement of people who aren't washing their clothes. Not as bad as gooch grease, and we don't need to get into that again. It's called the No Wash movement. Well, that's like gooch grease, too. And it's being done to help lower the cost of water usage. So there's an environmental reason there. And it helps out with the environment, of course. Some say they don't mind the smell as long as they are airing their clothes overnight. Let's talk about it. Joining me now here on The Factor Uncensored, sports journalist Cameron Davis, influencer Houston's Lala, Todd Smith, CEO of Regal Media, and our favorite comedian, Juan Villarreal. So, Vaughn, will you be wearing dirty clothes?
Nah. Nah. You know, Isaiah, when I first started doing comedy, I didn't have enough money. I was getting paid very little, and I was doing laundry. Other comedians had their stuff. I was doing laundry. Like Chucky Ducky and Broadband, I was on tour with them, so they had their stuff. So once I started making my money, I was like, I buy 30 to this year. It's been like 16 years now. I buy 30 boxers a month and 30 pairs of socks. I don't wear the same socks.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't buy the expensive. I go to Walmart. You know what I mean? I spend about 120 bucks a month, 120, 130 to wear new boxers and new socks every day. I don't want my shoes. I don't want my shoes to smell or nothing. So I have to wear the same socks sometimes. And now I can afford them.
Lala, you say that's bougie. That is bougie.
I mean, we can go by the 3-second rule. Like if I wear an outfit in the morning, half a day, and I don't sweat or get dirty, these jeans are still going to be good for the next day. But I do wash my clothes. You do have to be consistent, and you don't want to be smelly and have dirty clothes. But I don't know if I'd wash my stuff every day. Like this outfit, it's not going to go in the dirty clothes. I'll wear it again one more time.
I think people would be shocked by that.
Maybe.
Yeah. So why do you do it?
Why do I not wash it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not stinky. I just put it on for tonight, so it's still good. I didn't wear it out or nothing.
Well, we know you nice and fresh. All right, Todd, what do you say?
I ain't gonna lie, man. When I come on your show and wear a blazer, I can't remember the last time I took it to the cleaners. You know what I mean? I will admit that. And when I went to...
Who are these people?
And when we were in college and we didn't have money, you know, you wore a pair of jeans multiple times. And if I wear a T-shirt today, and I go to the gym tomorrow, if I didn't spill no food on it, I'm wearing it. You know what I mean? But I'm not in a habit of just totally not washing my clothes. You know what I mean? I care what I smell like now, but I'm not coming back from the gym in a stinky shirt and putting it back on. But in some situations, I won't wash it. But if I'm going somewhere nice, I'm going to wash it, you know, but nobody smells me on the show, so I ain't, you know.
We're starting smell-o-vision next week just for you. Now, I was told, guys, that anything that touches your skin, and because we sweat no matter what, you should wash. Cameron, let's bring you into this conversation.
I like being clean, Isaiah. I mean, look at me, right? So when I'm done with this, I'm gonna take it to the cleaners. I take my suits, my slacks, and everything. I take those to the cleaners, but clothes that I wear every day, I promise you. And the clothes I wear every day, like to the gym, I gotta wash those, or things that I wear around, I wash those once a week. I wash. So on the weekends, I wash. I gotta wash my clothes.
Now, guys, I heard the rule is kind of fast and loose when you're talking about jeans, even though it touches your skin. So would you be opposed to wearing the same jeans a few days without washing them, Juan?
Yeah, if I don't like sweat nothing, like if I like these are clean. I lay them on the bed, warm, and then I lay them back on there. If I'm not all
tonight we're good for this outfit for tomorrow. Just shake it a little bit.
She said, just wake up tomorrow and shake it.
That ain't gonna get it out.
Isaiah, Febreze can do wonders, man.
You need some soap and water.
Really quick, another issue, a long-time debate about the use of the N-word. We get a little serious here, not just within the black community, but outside. Many minority groups are now using the N-word.
No way.
And well, let's bring you into it, Juan.
No.
Let's talk about it.
Man,
so,
I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one you asked.
So tell us why you're the wrong one.
I mean, because I've been doing comedy for 31 years, and I've always used it. And, you know, I did BET a lot. So when I was on the road with Cedric and DL and Arnaz and stuff, I would... But not as filler, not just overdo it or nothing, just part of the joke. Or if I met somebody and they told me something, I would, you know what I mean? Like,
but it wasn't with malicious intent, and I'm not saying that is right. Let me establish that. I'm not saying whether it's malicious or not. You should not use it. But when you used it, it was not with malicious intent.
No, it was comedy. Now, after the show, if we had to club somebody and I'd be like, well, let's go outside then, and that was malicious. Like, yeah, but not, I wouldn't. Man, Isaiah, it's hard to change. Like, when we travel up north, like in LA, comics hate that word. Like, you call it comics, something like that. Hey, bro, hey, we know, bro. We don't do that.
That's me here. That's me here. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people here now. The Ghetto Boys, I did their podcast, and they don't like that word.
Willie D and I did a very long conversation about that.
And I saw
Todd, your thoughts about this?
I think nobody should use that word, and myself included. I have a habit of using that word. So I think when people from outside the community say that word, they have to understand that a lot of black people hate that word. So I hear people say, well, black people use it, but not all black people. Now, like you said with the malicious intent, I'm not saying it's ever okay, but if I know Juan's heart, I might pull Juan to the side like, Juan, don't say that. A don't say that. But if a person has a history of being malicious and being vindictive towards the black community, then it might be a fight, because there's some comedians, and we talked about this before the segment, there's some white comedians that can make black jokes and black people will die laughing. And there's some white comedians that can say something racial and they'll get canceled. There was the guy from Kramer, not the guy Kramer from Seinfeld or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, he ended his career.
Yeah, so funny is funny, and having a good heart, people can tell when you have a good heart. So I think that will make you a little bit more, it'll make it more acceptable, I guess.
Cameron, let's hear from you.
Me personally, I don't like using the word, especially if I'm in the public scene, but if I'm with my partner or my homeboy who happens to be a person of color just like myself, I'll use the word. It'll probably slip out, you know, my you know what I'm saying? But for other people to use it, I don't like it. I don't like it.
And the problem is, Cameron, when other people hear you, they may overhear you.
Right.
They're like, well, he said it.
Yeah. I'll use it in private, but I'll never do it in like the public.
We don't work on you not to do it at all. How about that? Let's start that agreement. And we do a lot never use it, so we're not getting public.
I have something good to say, though.
Go ahead, really quick.
I think Mexicans use it as a slang word, though, because it's just, we're minorities and they use it, and it's more like a homie type thing. Just like black people will say, hey, hey, vato. It's not in a malicious way. We know the difference between N-word and the real N-word that's improper. So it's really not a malicious thing. It's just you're with your homeboys, and
but
that's
we all need to work at it.
For sure. Everybody in general,